The 2025 Breeders' Crown continues. Welcome back, everyone, to Woodbine Mohawk Park in beautiful Campbellville, Ontario, host of the 2025 Championship Series. 42 years in the making, and it's night number 2 of the Breeders' Crown. And it's perfect conditions for this late fall here in Campbellville, as the temperature sitting now at 9 degrees Celsius. The track is fast, the flag's not moving a whole lot, so guess what? We could be set for some big-time miles. Set to go now for the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old filly pace, Miki and Minnie, trying to go back-to-back in the crown. We'll toss things up at the top of the grandstand. Here is Chad Rosen.
Post time for the 5th race. Here come the 3-year-old pacing fillies for their Breeders' Crown final. And there they go. They're off and pacing. And McDonald starts up Chantilly from the outside. And she'll sprint out. Here comes the big filly, Chantilly. And within a few strides, she'll cross over to grab the lead. In front of the last Martini, who's second. To the inside of that one, Unreasonable. Miki and Minnie on the outside, 4th right now for Dunn. To the inside, it's Out of This World, Deo. In some traffic here, and now going off stride was Rose. Outside of that one, Phase. Then it's Rodeo, Drive, Deo, Skywalker C, and Millie May Hanover, 27 flat to the quarter at Chantilly leading the way. The last Martini in second, Miki and Minnie. Now the gas pedal pushed on her, and Miki and Minnie called on to go forward here by Dunn. Here's Chantilly and Miki and Minnie meeting up just beyond 3/8. In behind this pair, the last Martini, and Marcus Miller on the move here with Unreasonable. Chantilly hangs out Miki and Minnie. Miki and Minnie with a head out in front on the outside, but she can't clear just yet. The half is 56-2. And Miki and Minnie had to work her way to the front, but she takes over now in front of Chantilly. Unreasonable, losing her cover, but not her interest. She continues to move forward, takes over second on the outside. Second over up to 4th, well positioned Out of This World. Deo locked up 5th as the last Martini under a strong McNair hold. Following her, Skywalker C, then Phase to the outside. She needs to pick it up as she gaps cover, swinging wide from the back. Rodeo, Drive, Deo, and then it's Millie May, Hanover, and Rose. 123 1 to 3/4, and Miki and Minnie turning for home, and she opens up 2 now on her rivals. Chasing is Unreasonable. The last Martini starting to close quickly at her. Can she make up the room? It's Miki and Minnie on top of length. Here's the last Martini, and Skywalker C late. Miki and Minnie in the last Martini decided. Miki and Minnie on the inside in the last Martini. Another great finish, 149-2. We've got a win photo between Miki and Minnie and the last Martini.
The photo finish camera's getting a workout tonight. Another tight finish. This time, Miki and Minnie and the last Martini, who was trying to reach up. They hit the wire together in 149-2. A dead heat in the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old filly pace. Could not separate them.
Well, after a long-awaited photo, it is a dead heat between the last Martini and Miki and Minnie. We'll start with you, Dougie. What were your thoughts nearing the wire?
Yeah, you know, we were guaranteed second there late, and she kind of just lunged right at the wire. I wasn't sure. Dex thought I got her, but it's a little anxious moments there. So I said there earlier I'd take a dead heat if we get one, so we got one.
Let's talk about the trip. You know, it looked like you had a handful up the backside. They weren't really going much, but you sat there patiently until that far turn.
Yeah, I really had no choice. You know, we weren't. Dex's filly, she didn't want to clear it at all tonight. Once she did, way she went, she kind of does that once in a while, but we were in a good spot. You know, the second over horse gapped, and we were able to slide out, and it was a great race.
The Connections opted for the bye last week, which means you didn't have a chance to draw good after winning an elimination race. You got lucky with post 4. She might not just been herself down in Kentucky.
Well, she had the 11 hole. I never seen the light of day, so I mean, at the half I was in trouble. Just wanted to pretty much train her up. After that, I was sitting 12th. I was in a terrible spot, and it worked out for tonight.
Always nice to get a Breeders' Crown win, but definitely at home.
That's for sure. It's a greatest track, I think, in the world, and it's fun to be a part of it.
Nice job.
Thanks, Jess.
That was winning driver Doug McNair. Winning trainer Jared Bako. Real quick, what were your thoughts coming to the wire?
Honestly, she's just so incredible. She thrills you every time she races. She tries so hard.
And how are you feeling getting a Breeders' Crown win?
Best day of my life.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Jess.
That was the last Martini in a dead heat with Miki and Minnie.
Now coming back to the winner's circle to join the last Martini will be Miki and Minnie. I always like the dead heat if they get a nice picture of the two horses together. Both champions on this evening in the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old filly pace. And Greg, I think you looked at the past winners. Never been a dead heat in this division.
Not in this particular division. So more history made tonight in the Breeders' Crown series. Since 1984, every year there is something like this that happens that goes down in Breeders' Crown lore, and it will be a first Breeders' Crown trophy for trainer Jared Bako. Big thrill. Doug McNair, Chris, as you said, the unexpected Breeders' Crown win. That's got to be a big thrill. And nice for Miki and Minnie and the connections tonight. Some disappointment earlier with Twinbee Joe Fresh to atone somewhat here with the dead heat victory.
Well, they're going to have to throw that blanket now on Miki and Minnie. So
yeah. We're going to have to share, guys. We're going to have to share, but that's okay. I don't think either connection's going to mind sharing the blanket. And I'm sure they're going to get a trophy each. So that's nice. But, what a race. What a race, guys. That was just unbelievable. And like you said, Greg, that's what the Breeders' Crown's all about.
Well, I'm going to have to get out my book here and look back. I think the last Breeders' Crown dead heat was in the 2-year-old colt pace, I want to say a few years ago when it was at Hoosier 2019. No, not 2019. It's probably 2020, I think it was. So we'll have to pull that up. But, wow, it's happened before. Pretty rare, though. You don't see them all that often, right, Chris?
No, absolutely not.
That's what I was looking for, that photo right there.
That's it.
That's what you want.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have on your wall, wouldn't it?
Hey, both connections never been happier to take a picture with one another, that's for sure. Yeah. So the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old filly pace delivers some epic drama, and Doug McNair and Dexter Dunn, for the time being, they're buddies out there because they get to share that trophy as both of them are Breeders' Crown winners.